Music business, the responsibility of a recording artist. Let's talk about it. I had a few people wanting me to talk about the music business. There's a lot of different aspects. There's the position of the label. Then there's the position of the artist. And there's a lot of other factors. The label is limited because the label can only go as far as the artist goes. So without an artist that's going to go and make the crowd like them and build a fan base, the label's arms is tied. The label cannot make the crowd like you. So we're going to talk about what it is to be an artist and what you have to do to be a good recording artist. Now, for a recording artist, you can go the independent route and do it all yourself, or you can get with a record label. First, we're going to talk about if you get with the record label. If you get with a record label, your attitude has to be that you're going to make the record label a lot of money. Now, people will say, well, I want to make a lot of money. Well, how's the record label going to pay you if the record label's not making money? In order for the record label to pay you a lot of money, the record label has to make some money. So your responsibility is to make the record label some money. Now, you have a lot of artists nowadays, they don't want to understand the business, and they want to act like the record label's ripping them off. But here's the deal. Let's say you come to me, I'm a record label. You don't have any money. You're not paying for recording time or anything. So I'm going to take money and I'm going to invest in you. Now, some artists, after you invest in them, they turn around and they be afraid you're going to make some money. Well, if I invested in you before you made me any money, what makes you think that I'm not going to give you even more money when I make some money? But this is how people have got all messed up because they've watched, the Suge Knights and the P. Diddy's, and those guys ruined the image of the record label by upstaging the artists and becoming more popular than the artists. And that's why those guys could never put any more artists out. If the record label becomes bigger than the artist, then the artists don't have a chance. When you look at the black record labels, Diddy, Master P, Suge Knight. But when you look at the white labels, you don't see the white CEOs all in the videos. You don't see them doing a lot of interviews. You don't see them saying anything. It's just like Minute Maid orange juice. If Minute Maid orange juice is owned by Coca-Cola, you don't see a big old Coca-Cola on the front. Coca-Cola is real little on the back. You're trying to sell the product, Minute Maid orange juice. So for me as a record label, When I get an artist, I'm trying to promote the artist. The artist is the only thing I'm out to promote. I'm not out to promote the record label. I'm out to promote the artist. I don't even try to promote the artist off of the record label, YouTube, or the record label's pages. I try to promote the artist off the artist page. Now, it used to be a time when record labels took money and they gave it to artists for artists to develop themselves and do whatever. But then a lot of artists just smoked weed or got on drugs or played around and bought a lot of stuff with the money and didn't work. So now record labels, they're not investing in you unless they see that you're already investing in yourself. Unless they can see where you're willing to put money and time and energy into yourself, record labels are not going to put a quarter into you. Now, in order for you to be a successful recording artist in these times, you have to really be on the internet a lot. Now, if you're a recording artist, if you are not on the internet at least 3 hours a day for 6 days a week, you don't have a chance. You need to be spending 18 to 40 hours a week on the internet. And if you're not doing that, you don't have a chance in hell. Because you have to go and find fans. You have to encourage fans to support your music. You have to get people to like you. You have to engage with the audience. If you're a lazy artist that think you just go make a record and you're going to be rich, you're a sucker. I tell artists all the time, do you want a Bentley? Do you want a mansion? Well, tell me something. Are you doing Bentley work? Are you doing mansion work? When it comes to promoting an artist, myself as a record label, I spend numerous hours on the internet promoting artists. Okay? Because this is the only way you can get the fans to see the artist. Now, for the record label, I'm going to do certain work. If the artists do their work and I do my work, we'll blow up. But if I'm doing all the work and the artist is lazy, you're going nowhere. Because going to the recording studio and making a song, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing but 20% of the business. Because what is a song if nobody heard it? When you hear these people with these big songs and they become famous, they already got an ear. Well, you can't do what 2 Chainz do. You can't do what Kanye do. They are already famous. As a beginning artist, nobody knows you. You have to become known. And the only way you're going to become known is by engaging with the crowd, engaging on the internet. The internet allows you to talk to people of different countries, different cities, different states. Now you have to be on the internet at different times of the day. You can't just get on there in the morning and think you're done. You can't just get on there in the evening and think you're done. I'm going to tell you why. Because different people are in different time zones. People are in England. People are in Japan. It's daylight in some places when it's night for you. So the best way to promote yourself is periodically. Hit them in the morning. Hit them midday. Hit them in the evening. Hit them about 10 o'clock at night at your time. Then hit them at 12, 1, 2. You have to constantly go and make some noise, even if it's nothing but a post. But it's better if they see you. It's better if you get on Instagram Live and have conversations with the crowd to make them love you. That's the only way they're going to buy your music. They're not going to buy your music if they don't feel like they know you. Now, if you're in a big city like Chicago, what you need to do is keep your radio on. Keep CDs with you at all time and keep USBs with you all the time. The little travel USBs with your music on there all the time. Keep 20, 30, 40, 100 of them. Keep a bunch of CDs on you. And have your radio on. When you hear the DJ say, hey, man, I'm over at so-and-so phone place. They're over at the phone place. Come on in and see it. I'm with GCI. I'm with Power 92. You need to go down there. You need to go down there. You have to always go around the DJs. You got to go around the DJs. If you know it's a DJ at a club, save your money. Take your money. Go to the club. Send them a bottle of champagne and let them know it's from you. You want to be to the point where when you walk in the club or walk in the place or see the DJ says your name. That's so-and-so, so-and-so. Until the DJ says your name, you don't have a chance in hell. The DJ got to know you. You can't just send them a record from an anonymous guy. Make the local DJs know you. Engage. See? Because if you ain't networking, you ain't working. Now, the worst thing you can do is just keep making records, keep making records, keep making records. Make a record and work the record. Fetty Wap worked Trap Queen for 2 years. You know, I had a rap group, and we used to go to all the hemp fests and stuff like that. And coming from the West Coast, we was at a bus station, a Greyhound bus station, trying to catch another bus. And this guy was in there selling CDs, and we bought some CDs because we want to listen to them while we traveling. And I bought this CD from these unknown people called Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. And when we got back to Chicago, I had the CD and played the CD. And do you know that CD didn't blow up for like 12 to 14 months later before one of those songs made it? That show you how long Lil Jon and the East Side Boys pumped that music. You can't be no lazy artist and make a song and lay back and think you can put it on Twitter a couple times, put it on SoundCloud a couple times, put it on YouTube a couple times, and that's it. You have millions and millions and millions and millions of people out here. So you have to grind. Okay, you got 1,000 people. Okay, 10,000. Okay, 20,000. You have to grind. Because the more people you get, the faster the snowball grow. At first, it's going to be a slow grind. And people give up because they don't want to stay with that slow grind. But as you go, it'll build. Perfect example. I'm promoting myself now. Look at my first videos. 200 views, 300 views. Now I make a video, 1,500 views, 2,000 views. It takes a while. Then once it catches, boom, you catch on fire. But you got to work your number. You can't just keep making songs. Now, you done made 50 songs and ain't nobody heard none of them because you don't want to promote. The worst thing you can do as a recording artist is think that just recording is going to do it. That ain't going to do nothing. I be around so many artists that walk in the studio and when they make a song, they think they did something. They think that's it. Now, they think magically this song is just going to go and blow up all over the world. Not. Now, another thing when artists make a mistake is they don't hustle. They think that they can make music and not do nothing else. You have to work a job. You have to be going to school. You have to be doing other things while you're working on your music. And you need to be making sure that you're bringing in money to put into your music. You see, like, look at me as a record label. Artists will come want to go to the studio. Okay, I got a family. I got a wife. I got children. I got car notes. I got bills. Out of the money I have coming in to take care of myself, I pinch some of my money off that I could use, that I could send to my children at colleges. I take that money and I invest it into the artist. Money that I take away out of my family's mouth because what? I'm thinking it's going to make money to put back into my family's mouth. I pinch this money off for this artist. But a lot of time the artists, they don't want to sacrifice from their family. They don't tell you something, man, I got to deal with my family. It's like, motherfucker, I got to deal with my family. What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck your family. Okay? Your family is dependent on you. If your family is important, then you got to go out there and you got to make a way. Too many people talk about my kids. The kids are dependent on you. You got to put that to the side to go get what you got to get to take care of the kids. My father was never home on Christmas. He would go work because he could make triple time. Why would he sit there with me when I want toys and I want all this shit? He got to go out and get what I'm depending on him to get. If you ain't taking care of yourself, you ain't taking care of your family. That's the biggest excuse lazy people make. Man, my family ain't doing nothing for their family. So if you're not willing to take money from your family and put it into your career, I'm not going to invest with you. I'm not going to fuck with you at all. I'm not invested in nobody that's not going to put money into themselves. You got to buy clothes. You got to buy shoes. You got to be looking fresh. You can't expect me to go and dress you up, but you won't go dress yourself up. And then you want to go wear the clothes I bought you, out running all around the neighborhood, and next time it's go do some business shit, you ain't got no clothes no more. You want me to go buy some more? Nobody's going to invest in no clown like that. You got to be about business. As a recording artist, you got to be looking good all the time. If you're not looking good, stay in the house. That's why I say you got to be working, you got to be grinding. It's not like back in 1950 when you can go and be on Ed Sullivan, be on TV and do a show, then go back home and nobody see you. Now it's the internet. Everybody got cell phones. Everybody's looking at you. Your picture is everywhere. If I take you, you're going to do a video shoot. You're going to do a record. The record label puts money into you, dress you up, make you look great. Take the picture, shoot the video, make you look great. You can't go back to the hood looking like a bum. You can't go back looking less than how we built you up. We're not going to build you up for you to go back and be back down again, then build you up and be back down. No, you got to maintain that image. And if you can't maintain that image, stay in the house. You can't be no bum. If you want to sing R&B, if you want to be a rap star, if you want to be a rock and roll star, you have to be there 24 hours around the clock. And the record label do not want to fix you up for you to turn around and ruin your image. You have to sell yourself to everybody. And I can't get enough artists to understand that. You can't be no big rap star on record, on video, and a bum around your woman, a bum around the people on your block. You have to make your woman or your man, your mother, your father, your sister, your kids, you got to make them look at you as a big rap star. This is how I start, or a big R&B singer, or a big rock and roll star. You have to sell that to the people closest to you. They got to buy into it, and then it spread. You can't go do no fake shit out for the audience and then come back around the people you around and you ain't on nothing. You have to sell your image to to the people around you every day. They cannot look at you as a regular person no more. They can't call you by your regular name no more. They can't call you Calvin. They got to call you Snoop Dogg. So this is what a lot of artists don't understand. You got to be a superstar. You got to be a celebrity all the time. And when you can't be a celebrity, stay in the house. You can't have no messed up image. Your image got to be pristine at all the time. You got to be looking prestigious. You got to look like a star all the time. And you have to sell that to your relatives. Your girlfriend, she can't think, or your boyfriend, they can't think you're the same person no more. You ain't the same person. You're a superstar. And everybody got to treat you like a superstar. You have to sell it to everybody. It's just like if you catch a court case. You got caught with something, a gun, some dope or whatever. And you're going to court and you're telling the judge it ain't yours. Well, when you back in the hood around your people, you got to tell everybody it's not yours. You got to sell that story to everybody. It ain't mine. I didn't do nothing. You can't sell one story over here and one story over there because then it ain't going to be believable. It's got to be believable. So you got to sell that same story all the time. If you a superstar, then you got to be a superstar all the time. And when you can't be a superstar, stay in the house. Don't be coming outside looking raggedy and thinking that somebody want to invest their money to try to make you look good for you to go back and look raggedy. Come on, man. Now let's get back to the internet. People will say, well, man, I don't want to be on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram all day. See, that's because you don't know what you're talking about. That's not the internet. You're an artist. You're supposed to get up in the morning, do whatever you got to do to make money, to feed your kids, do whatever you got to do. Then when your spare time, you can't be standing out on the block. You ain't got no spare time. You got to go promote your career. Now, you just got a new video out. It's on YouTube. When you get spare time, you're supposed to be searching for hours for places to post your video. You can't expect a label to do that for you. You have to do that. Because let's say the label is out here like me, and let's say I find 10 places one night to post your video. Well, guess what? If you would have found 10, that'd be 20. Now, when I find these 10 places to post your video, I'm getting response. When can I do an interview? When could you do this? When could you do this? Then I got to transfer that message to you. If you was doing it, you would get the message directly to do your interviews, to do whatever you got to do. So you got to be hands-on. You can't be sitting in the back but think you're supposed to get a whole lot of money. Get a lot of money doing you ain't did nothing. You're supposed to be on there finding places, finding internet radio stations to send your music, trying to find program directors that'll play your music. You're supposed to work your number, work your number, work your number. You're supposed to work it. Well, when the record label calls you and say, what you been doing? You need to have some information. Because if I got one guy over here, I do 2 songs. I do a song on Thursday with A, and I do a song on Friday with B. Now, A, he get the song, he at home, he playing it for his friends at home, but that's it. B is on the internet trying to go viral, pumping it everywhere. Finding, every time I talk to B, be like, man, I sent it here, I sent it there, I sent it there. I'm on this internet show, I'm on that internet show, I'm on this internet show. I'm doing an interview tomorrow. They wanted to call me. Man, I'm on Instagram. Check me out on Instagram. Man, check me out on Facebook Live. Check me out, check me out. I go to this one, nothing. When we gonna get back in the studio? You ain't gonna never get back in the studio because you ain't about nothing. Because this is the thing. It ain't about me, the record label. You're competing with other artists. That's what you're doing. You are competing with other artists. Check it out. That's what I try to tell artists. You got a record out. You want your record on the radio. Get a pen and a paper and listen to the radio for 2 hours and write down every artist that they play. Now tell me who you gonna move. Because somebody got to come on for you to go in that slot. Who you gonna move? Rihanna? Drake? Future? Migos? Really? See, because you're not competing with the record label. You're competing against other artists. So this is why you got artists out here saying, oh man, these artists out here, they whack. No, but they work harder than you. You might be a great rapper, but you lazy. Whereas this rapper that ain't so great works hard. So his song is everywhere. You rap better, but you lazy. So your song is nowhere. He don't rap as good, but he works hard. So he makes nice songs. You rap real good, but your songs is whack because you're not working hard. And if you're not working hard, you're not going to know the formula to make a hot record. How many rappers you know that got bars that couldn't make a hit record if their life depended on it? So that's what it is. That's a little information. Next time I'm come back, I'm going to talk more about what the label is on, right? But if you're a recording artist out here, you got to make sure you're looking good. You got to be on the internet for some hours, 18 to 40 hours a week, 7 days a week if possible, okay? And you got to be looking good, and you got to sell your image to everybody, and you got to be out to make a record label a lot of money. And if you independent, then you the record label, so you still got to be out to make the record label a lot of money. Or how you going to pay yourself? Oh, God.
I be ballin', I be ballin'. I don't know if they're ready for this one. I be ballin', I be ballin'. Ain't no way you gon' stop it. I be ballin', I be ballin'. Diamonds on me in my chains and my watches. I be ballin' cause the money keep callin'. I be ballin' like an athlete. Catch up like a track meet. Catch a three like I'm Kyle Korver. Get dunked on like the Greek freak. I'm showing out, that's a sneak peek. She snapping me, that's a sneak freak. All my lines get a retweet. Everybody wanna be king. Everybody wanna be seen. Nobody wanna die for it. Fight for it, lay they life for it. Wanna wake up just driving forwards. Wanna do nothing, get paid. Call up, get a raise. Stay with your mom, get laid. Hell no, that shit played. Whack shit don't ride with me. Whack equal broke, I don't ride for free. 100 niggas that'll ride for me, cause I'm a king. I be ballin', I be ballin'. Ain't no way you gon' stop it. I be ballin', I be ballin'. Diamonds on me in my chains and my watches. I be ballin' cause the money keep callin'. Calling me like ring ring. All the ladies want king king, cause I don't judge. I like big titties or bee stings. Fat ass or slim thick. Long hair or no hair, I don't even care. Just tell me when, then tell me where. You can take an Uber, I'll pay the fare. Couple bottles of that billionaire. This is celebration of us being here. Get up on my level, we in different tiers. For my people that ain't make it here, ball till I'm gone. Make it rain while they play my song. Staying here cause my money long. You don't want these problems, you should move along. Bad women look like centerfolds. Raised in the shot, I can never go. King, king to king, realest story told. Royal flush, I can never be ballin', I be ballin'. Ain't no way you gon' stop it. I be ballin', I be ballin'. Diamonds on me in my chains and my watches. I be ballin' cause the money keep callin'. Logo, put some diamonds in it, put it on my neck. Couple chains, never had the flex, always had the check. Always took respect, never gave a fuck. Never turned my back, never gave up. Always down for mine, do it for the fans, I'll pay the fine. Don't know who to trust, who here really love me, who here for my money, and who dropping dimes, who here telling lies, cause I'm dropping spies and I'm swatting flies. Born in LA, raised up in the Shire, so I'm so high. Sit back, let me blow your mind. I be ballin' like I'm Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, down to the science. Rule the world, don't take the fines. King, king to king, I'll rule with five, seeing millions is my one desire. I be ballin', I be ballin'. Ain't no way you gon' stop it. I be ballin', I be ballin'. Diamonds on me in my chains and my watches. I be ballin' cause the money keep callin'.